But Adrien Broner put up another one of his tweets, and this is what it was. This was on Instagram, actually. And he said, I love Don King so much. I'm still trying to become world champion under his umbrella. But the way things are going right now, I got to think about myself because he's already a billionaire, and I ain't got a damn dime. This is his words. I'm just pretty much. And I know I can call some of my close friends for money, but my pride is in the way. But this shit is diabolical. Make it make sense. Even though I lost my last fight, no disrespect, but that nigga still isn't a bigger draw than me. I just want to get back in shape and make my own money, and I ain't asking for handouts. But if I have nowhere to stay or no fight date, I guess I just got to go sell drugs to take care of my
so what is that telling you?
So I titled it, Adrien Broner broke up with a question mark. So again, I tend to forget sometimes that Jamal has relationships with these people. And a lot of people are like, oh, but I'm like, dude, this is what he wrote. Like, it wasn't like I just fucking speculated.
Right.
This is what he wrote. And not only that, Christine, which is kind of, you want to talk about diabolical? The man is on Instagram, like every day, asking people to send money. You ever seen those things where you send $200 and we're going to send you back $3,000? Yeah. He's actually promoting that. So what does that tell you about the state that he's actually in right now? So nobody's talking about it. I thought it was something to speak about.
You know what I thought was diabolical? This was years ago, and I knew everything was going to flip. When he had all that money and he was flushing it down the toilet like it wasn't shit. I said, you know what? God giveth, God taketh away. And I said, there's things, a tide is going to turn, and it sure did. You don't do that.
No, you know what? You know what's crazy? I think you have to respect money, and I think people tend not to. And listen, I done spent some money on shit. I'm like, damn, what was I thinking about, right? But Adrien Broner was one of the more popular athletes, right? And I don't think somebody's going to put this out there just to put it out there to troll. Like, this is an embarrassing situation that he's in.
Right.
Honestly, and I do believe it. He doesn't look good. He doesn't. And Jamal was like, he does a lot of these things to troll. I didn't take it as a troll.
Right.
And this is why. I feel like a lot of the people that he has pretty much beefed with is a lot of high-end people, whether it's Leonard Ellerby, whether it's Al Heyman. Every promoter pretty much that he's worked with, he's came out and said some really disgusting things to publicly in pressers and things of that nature.
He has, and let's face it too, who buys your tickets? Who wants to see you? Yeah. Who buys your tickets? The fans. You know what I'm saying? And he is not fan friendly, and there's a few boxers out there, and I'm not going to name other names, but he is not fan friendly. He's not. No. I've been around him several times, seen him talk down to kids, trying to buck up to people. They're the ones buying your tickets.
Yeah. And I love this comment by HLD. Good morning, HLD.
Yeah.
This sad. The only kind of thing good about this guy, he's an example of what not to do. The crazy thing is, he puts in here, this is what kills me. So I guess I just got to sell drugs to take care of my 10 kids. Now, Christine has 11 kids, and she hasn't had to sell anything.
No.
And that's what she's done. But she understands and respects money. And everybody wants to have more than they deserve. But God gives you what you can handle.
Right.
And I feel like, when it came to Adrien, he always put this I wouldn't say unrealistic, but he put this thing, this cloud over it. He had to be about billions. He had to be one step better than Floyd. Floyd was money made. He became about millions. Everything was about money, flushing money down the toilet.
Yeah.
Those are things that, and it's crazy because my kids are on the internet, right? So they see these type of things, and I try to tell them, like, yo, this shit is not real.
At all.
Like, my daughter's walking around, what she says all the time, I woke up in that new Bugatti. Like, they literally watch all these trending videos and, Daddy, I want a Lamborghini. And I try to teach them, like, look, that shit isn't real. That stuff that you see isn't real.
And the thing is, look, it's good to have goals. It's good to have goals, but have realistic goals. How are you going to get it? Are you going to go to school? Are you going to go to college? Are you going to get a good job? Or are you going to be this athlete that's in the boxing gym and you're giving 110% and you're up there on the big stage making millions, and investing to make billions, but he's talking about, selling drugs. Okay, that's the only other option that you have? Yeah, go work it at freaking Amazon, Yeah.
And it's crazy because those things that he does overshadows things like, and I gotta give this man a shout out before he gets knocked out on September 13th, Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford's on the Shay Shay
Y'all
show.
hear this guy? Y'all hear this guy? I want y'all to
No,
bookmark this. He said Terence Crawford was going to get knocked out. You're going to be
not what
crying in
it
September, bro.
is. But no. Let me give my man Terence, because I really do like Terence. If he was going to get anything, that'd be pulling for T. But I gotta give him his credit. And things like this get overlooked. He was on Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharp. Shout out to Shannon. And in the interview, Shannon Sharp is talking about, so what do you drive? And he says he drives, I think he was like a F-150 or some shit.
Yeah, smart.
Right? So he's like, are you serious? That's what you drive? And Terrence like, yeah, like, why? What? I mean, it goes from point A to point B. It's super hyped up. It's probably nicer than most people have.
Yeah.
But why would I go and spend $250,000, $500,000 on a vehicle? And this is the thing about it. So
it depreciates as soon as you drive it off the lot.
Not only depreciates, Christine. I had the Wraith when it first came out. The Rolls Royce Wraith, right? I was in Tampa. I had it for the week. Rolls Royce gave it to me for the week, right?
Oh, you're fancy.
Yeah, I'm a little popular. People like me. So this really taught me a lesson. And shout out to my brother Gerald McCoy. It was actually his fault that I had the thing. And I was driving for. I got in the car. I was like, oh, this is amazing, right? And what initially what I realized was, I can't drive this thing because it drew too much attention. And when you're a famous person, you can't sit there and complain about people coming up to you to sign autographs and things of that nature when you do things to draw attention. I think Adrien Broner got stuck in this fake mantra of being money this, money that, and they didn't respect it. And that's one of the things, like, I don't want my kids to follow. And that's why I really appreciate Terence Crawford for actually putting that out. Even a guy like Canelo, even though Canelo, he likes to find things in life, but he's very humble with his money.
Let's think about this too, and it's okay. Like, there's some people out there that really do want all that attention. They want it. They want people looking at them. They want people saying, "Ooh, ooh, ooh." They want that, And I think he is one of those people. That's why he is putting things like this out on Instagram and everything else, because he wants to be talked about, which is cool. We're talking about him, but what is he going to do after this? How is he going to? Is he going to get back in the ring? Is anybody going to give him a chance? Is anybody going to train him?
And that's why I said what I said in regards to people not wanting to work with him. And nobody, and I'm going to be real, I don't think anybody feels bad for Terence. Not for Terence, I'm sorry. For
Adrien. No.
Adrien. No. Nobody does. Because he's been so, I mean, I met him one time, he was very disrespectful. I just took it like, he's a kid or whatnot. I mean, we're not that much older than him, but nobody feels bad for him. And, it's unfortunate because so many kids did look up to him, but it's just a shitty situation.
And let's give him credit. Like, I mean, he was very talented in the amateurs when he first came out in the pro. He was very talented. He was one of the most talented guys I had seen in the amateurs, but he let a lot of stuff get to his head.
Absolutely.
And another thing, he's already. I'm sorry, Adrien, but you're already like an afterthought. I mean, somebody even took your name. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Alicia Baumgartner. She's now AB.